Julie, I remember sitting on my grandmother's lap for a birthday. I think it was mine because they told me I could blow out the candles and I kind of knew the concept of it but didn't know quite how to do it. I remember crying when one of my cousins eventually had to blow out the candles. Anyway, when I told my mother this, she said I couldn't have remembered it because it was only my second birthday, but I'm sure I do. Helen, I was on holiday at the seaside. I went down to the edge of the sea to play, then when I looked back, I couldn't see my family. So I wandered along the beach looking for them. I walked and walked for a long time, but I don't remember feeling scared or anything. Then an old couple found me and took me back to their home and gave me something to eat. Then eventually they called the police, which they ought to have done in the first place, of course, and my parents came to collect me. They must have been incredibly worried I'd been lost for 4 hours. Ian, one of my earliest memories, from when I was about 4, is seeing a speedboat race across a moonlit sky. Honest, it's there in my mind's eye and I can even remember thinking that's weird at the time. I suppose it can't have happened. People say it might have been a dream, but I'm sure I remember it. Gary, my 80-year-old grandmother once told me that she could quite clearly remember being born. She described the traumatic experience of suddenly being surrounded by bright light and loud voices, like someone turning the volume right up on the television. She also remembered that later on she felt calm and settled and said that this may have been as the nurse gave her to her mother to hold in her arms.